and welcome to BB's Crafty Haven. I am Belinda, and thank you so much for stopping today. Today we have the Just Your Imagination Challenge with our hosts Brenda from Rustic and Lace and Kathy Jo from Kathy Jo DIYs, and our guest host is Julie from Small Farmhouse Living. Today we have the 3 challenge items, which are a pinwheel, glasses, and eyeliner. Today I only have 2 crafts for you today. I'm sounding better, I'm feeling better, but I'm also just now getting over my sinus cold, so my energy level is still low. So that's about all I could do as far as that. But again, I am feeling better, and at least I don't sound so nasally anymore. But anyways, with that, there will be a playlist in the description box below. So please watch everybody and see what they create with these 3 wonderful items. I also want to remind everybody that I have a challenge on my channel right now. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by August 17th, which is my birthday. So I'd really appreciate if you have not subscribed to please do so. And please remember to give me a thumbs up. If I reach that 500 by August 17th, I plan on giving a $25 gift card. I haven't decided if I wanted to do Hobby Lobby or Amazon, or I'll just let the winner choose themselves. But that's what's happening here, so please remember that. And I want to thank you for all that have subscribed to me. It really means a lot. I appreciate it so very much. So like I said, I only have 2 for you today. I really hope you enjoy them. I had fun creating them. So with that, let's get on with these DIYs, and thanks again for stopping by today. DIY number 1. Alright, we got this ornament thing, wooden ornament thing from Dollar Tree that I got over the Christmas. And this wood round, that wood round came from Dollar Tree too. It came in a pack of 3. And we're going to paint this with our bright yellow, both of them. And I did a couple coats, and once I got that done, I'm going to take some painter's tape or masking tape or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to make stripes on the ornament part of these 2 pieces. And I just use 1 piece as a spacer, as you can see. And we're going to go all the way up. And technically I didn't really have to, I guess. I don't know. I mean, some of the top part's going to be covered, but I went ahead and did it anyways just in case, because I actually wasn't 100% sure. But definitely the top part of that ornament where the hanger goes will be covered. But I went ahead and painted it all, because you never know, things happen. And so I just went ahead and I painted everything in black from Apple Barrel. And once I got all that done, we're going to take this part. Okay, I screwed that up. I usually pretty good at just winging it, and it totally screwed up. So I ended up taking a piece of paper and putting a heart, like cutting out a heart. And I'm just going to trace it, and then that top part I'm going to paint black. If you can't tell, we're making a bumblebee. And like I said, I can usually freehand things, but for some reason. So here's where I do the eyes. I just take my Posco paint markers, and I already traced it out. I didn't want you guys to see me do this in erase. And I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do the eyes. I couldn't decide. So I ended up having to get my phone back out and look at some BIs. Some fun BIs so I could figure out what I wanted to do. So I'm going to take that marker, and we're going to do the eyes in blue, or like a baby blue. So yeah, I had a trouble with these couple projects. I was just getting over a sinus cold, and I just did not have the energy or the brain power, but I managed through it. So, and they came out really pretty. I love how they came out. Now, that one eye you see, I put fake eyelashes on. I found these at Dollar Tree. Of course, you can buy them at Dollar Tree. I've always seen them at Dollar Tree, but I thought this was a cool idea. So I took some fake eyelashes and I stuck it on the other eye, but I hadn't done anything with gluing it down. They're sticky. So I'm sitting here and I'm showing you how I did it, and I'm putting them on there. And as I'm doing this, when the other one pops off and ends up on my fingers and my hands, so I had to having to redo that. But then I do end up taking some Aleene's Tacky Glue and a little bit of a paintbrush and kind of going around the edges. Aleene's Tacky Glue dries clear, so it worked out great. So, but these eyelashes turned out so cute. But see, there's the second one. I was playing around with it off camera to see if I could how to get it to fit and how to work it out better, and I did. That's why I showed you the second one and not the first one. But then I just put a little Aleene's Tacky Glue at the bottom to help hold it. And then here's our eyeliner. Thank you, Kathy Jo, for suggesting eyeliner. So I'm going to use eyeliner as, guess what? Eyeliner for our Bumblebee. So I put a little bit at the bottom and a little bit at the edge, and I do a little bit at the top. You know, you got to make her pretty. She's going out for a night in the town, man. We're going to dress her up. So, yeah, I did a little bit at the bottom. I think this is like a little bit of a blue. It's kind of like a shimmery blue. And see, I just go ahead and go around the top of the edge of the eye, and I kind of blend it in a little bit. You know, make it look like she's putting on her makeup. Make her all purty. She's all purty now. And then, I actually use 2 different eyeliners, but I don't use the second eyeliner as eyeliner. You'll see that here in a second. But her eyes turn out really pretty. I'm just trying to blend in some of that eyeliner. And then I'm going to take, okay. There we go. Now you can see it a little better. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but up close it looks beautiful. But this is another eyeliner I found at Dollar Tree, and we're actually going to use it. It's black, and I'm going to use it to trace out her mouth with. And we're going to give her a fun little smile here, a side smile. And I actually use it to even paint the inside of the mouth black. And I'm actually going very slow, but I sped this up a lot. This was I really took my time on this, but like I said, I put this on high speed. But I fill in that mouth. And then I take my Posco paint marker and I do her little tongue. And then I take, I made these cardboard wings. I kind of made like a funky shaped heart out of cardboard. And I'm going to take this burlap that I got from Dollar Tree. I don't know when I got it from. They have it there every once in a while. But I'm going to wrap these. Well, actually, I'm going to Mod Podge these. I thought I was going to wrap them and just hot glue them. But then the last minute, I decided, you know what? These would be better Mod Podged on. So I cut them down. And, of course, what I do to one, I'll do to the other. I don't think I showed me doing both of them because that would be a very long video. So I just kind of size it. See here, I'm trying to decide, do I want to do the Mod Podge or do I want to wrap it? And at this point, I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to Mod Podge it. It's just going to be easier. So I take my Mod Podge and I put a very heavy coat on it. Actually, I put a little too much. I end up having to take some off and put on the other cardboard thing because I put way too much. Poured way too much out. And then I'm just going to flip it and stick it to the burlap. And I guess I'm going to show this all to you. But see, I put way too much. I had to take some of it off. And here in a minute, I'm going to stick it to the other one. And I also put the Mod Podge on top of the burlap once I get it stuck down to get the cardboard stuck down to the burlap. I put it on top of the burlap as well. And then, of course, I trim it out. I cut it out. We don't leave all that burlap. I don't even wrap it. I just literally trim it. And I didn't think I was going to show you me covering the top of it, but I guess so. Well, here for a little bit. But I do a heavy coat on top too. I just don't show it. Okay, we got this rope from Dollar Tree, and I didn't want it that thick. Then there's like 3 strands, and then within the 3 strands, there's a bunch of other strands. But I just took one of the larger strands out, if that makes sense. Like there's 3 wrapped together, and then I took one of the other ones wrapped. I don't know how to explain it, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm just taking one of the strands out of the rope, and we're going to wrap that around. But it kept kind of uncoiled a little bit, because within those 3 that are wrapped around, there's more like jute kind of a thing. So I had to, and all I did was hot glue this down, but I had to keep like hot gluing it and twisting it, hot glue and twist it, just to keep the pieces together. If you ever take one apart, it's a lot more easy to understand if you've ever done that. But yeah, I'm just going to go all the way around each of these and just kind of outline it in this rope. And then I'm just going to use hot glue. See how I'm just twisting it? I keep twisting it to keep it wrapped together. And we're going to go all the way around this and all the way around the other one. And then once we get those wrapped, we can start piecing together our beautiful Bumblebee. So here's the head. And this is what I meant about the top. I wasn't sure how much of the top was going to be covered, so I ended up painting the whole thing because I didn't know for sure. So I use little aliens and a little bit of hot glue. And we're going to put our little head on. And then once we get that on, we're going to put our wings on. And again, my brain's not working, and it took me a minute to figure out how am I going to do this? I'm telling you. But I ended up just taking one and flipping it and then marking it and then taking the second one and doing the same. Why it took me, like, I cut some of it out. I don't know. My brain wasn't functioning still. It may have still been full of snot from the sinus cold. I don't know. But I take a little bit more aliens and I take a little bit of hot glue, you know, for the media hold, permanent hold, blah, 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 blah. So we get those little wings on her. And she's turning out so pretty. I love how she came out. She's so cute. Oh, I forgot. I did take some tape. I was a little paranoid and I just needed this for my security. You don't have to do this. But this was just because I was afraid. So we got all that together. But of course, she ain't ready yet. She's got to have blush. We can't let her go out on the night of the town without some blush. So I take some of this little bit of a pink and I use my little finger and we're going to give her a little bit of a blush. Give her little cheekies. Yes. And then after that, I believe... Oh, she doesn't have eyeballs yet. I haven't given her eyes yet. The little white in the eyes. So now she can see. She'll be able to even see better here in a minute. Wait till you see what I do. I'm pretty sure you can probably guess by now. But there's her little eyes. Once we get that done, I got the glasses, which is part of our challenge item. And I take a little bit of this super glue from Dollar Tree. And I think I use a little bit of hot glue too. I can't remember if I just use this or a little bit of hot glue too. Just so I can get it to stick while I finish the project. Yeah. And then I stick that on her. And you can still see the eyes and the eyelashes. It worked perfect. Like I said, you can't really see the eyeliner on her. Oh, I took a bunch of ribbon and I made a messy bow. I just put a bunch of bows in a crisscross section and tied it off with jute. And I don't know the length of the bows. I just went with it. And then I had this flower in my stash. I'm going to stick that in the middle of her bow. And I do add a hanger to her. I just don't remember if I show that or not. But this is it for this project. This is her. She's going to go out and out of town. Please let me know in the description box what you think. Here we go to DIY number 2. I had to do this the hard way because I didn't have any cinnamon, but I actually suggest doing the cinnamon and Mod Podge trick. But I took my brown paint, my wax, and my baking soda. And these are pinwheels, okay? I got these off of Amazon, and they're apart. And I'm going to take this really thick concoction I made with the paint and the baking soda, and I'm going to pounce these on both of them. Now, 100% it would have been better to do the cinnamon because it was a pain in the butt, let me just tell you. I had to do back and front, and the cinnamon trick would have been better. It would have dried faster. Cinnamon and Mod Podge all the way, baby. So anyways, I'm going to take some black, and we're going to rustic this up a little bit more. And I'm going to go around the edges, not so much in the middle, maybe a little bit, not a lot. Just to darken it up a little bit. It ends up blending in very well once I put the pinwheel back together. So, not to mention this made it really heavy too when I doing it the paint and the soda too. So once I did that, here's the can. I put black around the can. Oh, and I used Mod Podge to seal it all in too. But this is what the pinwheel looks like when it's back together. So here's the little stick that I did paint with the same paint on the stick. And I'm putting some foam down in my little tin can. And I am going to cut that down because that was way too long. I'm going to take my little snippies here. Snip, snip. And then I'm going to put that back into that holder on the pinwheel. And then I'm going to stick that down in our foam. And then I believe I showed off. And I get my moss. I love the way the moss looks in the projects and the DIYs, but it's so messy. Oh my gosh, I can't stand the mess. It drives me nuts. But I love the look, so of course I continue using it. So I'm going to put a ton of hot glue and push that down. And be careful not to burn your fingers. Here in a minute, I'll get my little spatula out. And we're going to push that all down in there as much as I can. To fill that in. Now, there's what it looks like so far. And then I took this tag and I wrote the word bless on it. And we're going to grunge it up. And I'm going to take a little sponge and my wax, and we're going to just cover the whole thing in wax. I cover the front and back. And then once I get that covered, I will do my favorite part and scrunch, 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 scrunch. We're just going to take all our frustration out on this piece of paper. And we're going to really make it look rustic and old. And then I even take a little bit of my black. This is me looking for my black one that's right there beside me. I swear, if my eye. Oh, things are always right in front of me and I never see them. Anyways, I'm going to take that black and we're just going to rub it around the edges. Kind of make it look like the can as well. Put that little black and I kind of use my finger to blend it in. And then I take some jute and we're just going to wrap it around the bottom. Oh, I forgot to mention, I saw this on Pinterest, by the way. Something similar to this, and that's where I got this idea out, by the way. It's not an original, but we're gonna tie a knot and tie that in the back, and then we are going to take some ribbon here in a minute once I get that tied on there. And once I close everything up, okay, here we go. Ribbon from Dollar Tree. And we're just going to take that and I just cut off a big chunk of it. I don't measure. I'm not a measurer. Very rarely. And then we're just going to tie a knot. I can't remember if I do a single knot or a double knot. But I just tie that down. I end up using hot glue to lay the ribbon where I want it. And then I do angle the ends of it. I don't ducktail them, I just angle them. And then you'll see me take some hot glue here in a minute. It's just to, not too much tack down, just to lay the ribbon where I want it to lay. I'm forcing it to lay where I want it to lay. Because a couple wanted to flip up, so. And then I'm deciding where I want the tag. I fussy with it for a little bit. And before I finally decide. But that's it for this project. Please let me know in the description box below what you think of this one. I think it actually turned out really pretty. I love it. Really rustic. So now we're going to go on to our final reveal, And these are the 2 projects we did today. Again, please let me know in the description box below what you think. I love hearing from you. Even if you just want to say hello, I love to hear from you. Again, I would like to remind you that I have a giveaway on August 17th. I forgot real quick before I forget. I added some flowers to the bottom of that pinwheel. I thought it needed a little bit of color. You'll see it here in a second. Anyways, sorry. I have a giveaway on August 17th, my birthday. If we reach 500 subscribers by then, I will give away a $25 gift card. So please subscribe, like, share. Remember, the playlist is in the comment box below. Watch everybody's channel, like, subscribe, and I will see all of you on my next video. Thank you for stopping by today. It really means a lot for you all to hang out with me.